Equatorial Guinea, a small nation on the African coast. It found itself at the center of a storm, a sex tape scandal. The man in the videos, Baltazar Obiang Nguema, a high-ranking official, the nephew of the president, over 150 videos, explicit content, Nguema with different women. Some whispered to be connected to the political elite. The nation watched, shocked. How could this happen? What did it mean? This wasn't just about sex, it was about power, about corruption. The videos hinted at a dark underbelly, a place where personal pleasure and political maneuvering intertwined. The scandal spread like wildfire. On phones, in hushed conversations, Equatorial Guinea, a nation used to whispers, found its voice. The question wasn't if things would change, but how. Teodoro Obiang Nguema, president of Equatorial Guinea, in power for over 4 decades, his rule absolute, his word law. But time catches up with everyone. The question of his successor loomed large. Nguema, with his family ties, was a contender. But ambition breeds enemies. Had the scandal been orchestrated, a calculated move to discredit him? Fingers pointed to rivals within the ruling party, those who saw Nguema as a threat. The women in the videos, pawns in their game? It was a question that lingered, unanswered. The truth, elusive. The line between reality and rumor blurred. One thing was certain, in Equatorial Guinea, power was a dangerous game. The government reacted swiftly. Denials, condemnation, a ban on sexual activity within government offices, a desperate attempt to control the narrative. Security cameras appeared, watching eyes in government buildings, social media access restricted. The government's message was clear: silence. Criticism came quickly. Human rights groups cried foul. Censorship, they argued, was not the answer. It was a distraction, a way to silence dissent. The scandal had exposed a deeper truth. Equatorial Guinea, a nation where fear was a tool of control, where the government acted with impunity. The scandal had implications beyond Nguema. It raised a crucial question: who would succeed Obiang? The president's son, Nguema Obiang Mangue, was a likely candidate. But Mangue was a controversial figure, known for his lavish lifestyle, accused of corruption. Could he unite the nation? Or would his rise further fuel discontent? Other names were whispered in hushed tones, potential successors waiting in the wings. But in Equatorial Guinea, announcing your political ambitions could be fatal. The future remained uncertain. One thing was clear: the transition of power would be a defining moment for Equatorial Guinea, for the region. Equatorial Guinea, a country rich in oil. Yet its people remained poor, the wealth concentrated in the hands of a few, the elite, the connected. The scandal served as a stark reminder of the deep inequality that plagued the nation, of the corruption that siphoned away its wealth. Hospitals lacked basic supplies, schools overcrowded and underfunded. The contrast was jarring: opulence for the few, poverty for the many. The scandal ignited anger. People questioned why their oil wealth hadn't translated into better lives. The government's response: to tighten its grip, to silence the dissent. The scandal did not go unnoticed. International news outlets picked up the story. Equatorial Guinea found itself under scrutiny. Human rights organizations condemned the government's actions. Censorship, crackdown on dissent. The world was watching. The US and the European Union, both major trading partners, expressed concern. They called for restraint, for respect for human rights. The pressure mounted. Equatorial Guinea, usually able to operate in the shadows, found itself in the spotlight. The question was, would it make a difference? The scandal, for all its ugliness, had an unintended consequence. It sparked a conversation about corruption, about accountability, about the future. People, emboldened by the scandal, began to speak out, on social media, in private conversations. The seeds of dissent were sown.
Civil society organizations, long suppressed, found their voice. They demanded change, transparency, an end to impunity. The government, used to ruling through fear, faced a new challenge: a populace no longer willing to remain silent. The future, uncertain.
Equatorial Guinea stood at a crossroads. The old ways, the iron fist, the culture of fear were being challenged. The question was, what would come next? Would the government embrace reform, or would it double down on repression? The answer would have profound consequences. The international community, for its part, had a role to play, by supporting civil society, by holding the government accountable. by shining a light on abuses. The future of Equatorial Guinea hung in the balance. Would it be a future of hope, or a continuation of the status quo? Only time would tell.
Why limit your business to just a local crowd? With sellmoj.com, you can launch your online store and tap into a world of opportunities. Imagine reaching millions of customers who are eager for what you offer. It's super easy. Customize your store with fun characters that reflect your brand's personality. Seriously, it's like having your very own virtual shop that's open 24/7. I mean, who wouldn't want that? The future of business is online, and sellmoj.com makes it a breeze. You can showcase your products, connect with customers, and grow your brand all from the comfort of your home. So, are you ready to take your business to the next level? Head over to www.sellmoj.com and create your online store today. Your future customers are waiting.